C, and of course I have a D and an E to do, and then I have 3 of the NCC-1701A, or combination of A and refit. So I have 3 of those kits. And I have 2 of the 1701, our original Princess from the original series in the 1/350 scale to do at some point. But I wanted to hone my skill with the Revell 1500, and so a couple of skill sets that I want to work on with this one is I want to finally figure out if I can do an Aztecing paint job. I never tried that before. I'm going to order the Aztec kits either from Lou or from Orbital Dry Docks, whoever's got them available. I'm going to order the Aztec kit. It's pretty involved on the nacelles and on the neck and the secondary hull. It's fairly involved here on the hull itself, and then the nacelles have a fairly involved Aztecing kit. The other skill set I want to learn and practice on is the kit here with the rotating and contra-rotating nacelle Bassard collectors. And I don't have a lighting kit for this yet. I think I'm probably going to have to go to Tenna Controls or one of the Voodoo FX and find a kit. Really, the only kit portion I want is the spinning nacelles. I don't need all the other lighting. I'll do that all myself. There are some awesome pieces of work out there who've already done this kit and done the open out-of-box review. I get a kick out of this ship. I enjoyed. I know some people didn't like the Star Trek movies, but look, I liked them. I think JJ missed the boat. Hey, excuse me. I think JJ missed the boat on new life and new civilizations, learning who they are. We basically dealt with Federation and a little bit of Klingon, etc. But he really could have taken the time to go out and enjoy finding a new civilization of some sort or something as the original series did. The reboot was fine, and I think again all of the action on this was pretty cool. So I ordered this out of Amazon. It came in from Germany. I did take the time. I am going to order like I said, I'm going to order a light kit and a masking kit for this, and I think I'm going to order the Paragraphics. I think I'm going to order the Paragraphics photo etch set just to give this some nicer detail. These decals, of course, are gorgeous, and with all the striping. This is all the striping for the sensory bands around the hull, and then there's some other gray and so forth. So that is pretty nice, and I've got some paint chosen for the hull. To me, this is much more of a stark white. It's not necessarily a gray. And then, of course, the blue accents throughout. They're going to be an interesting choice to figure out what goes there. And then figure out how to do this particular base and what I'm going to put the base on. This has got its typical Revell, fantastic instructions all the way through to the end. The great Revell Germany, I should say. And then you guys have seen the actual styrene or plastic. But for me, this is going to be an exciting kit. This hull is pretty good size, so it's a pretty good size ship. So it might be a little bit easier to do the details. Following the advice of some of the other modelers, you may as well just snip off these phaser nibs here and lay your decal or paint over them, because it's absolutely a nightmare to go over the top. And then I think this has got some extensive lighting that goes around some of these parts, and I'll have to review what those are, but I think it's got extensive lighting. But I think the seam goes together really well from a modeler's perspective, that it's not a terrible seam. I think the way the Revell did that, it worked pretty good. And I know that the plastic on the secondary hulls and the nacelles seem to be exceptionally thin, so but they go together pretty well once it's hauled in. I have taken the liberty to wash all the parts and with some warm soapy water, and removed all of the release agents, and it actually feels pretty good. So all the parts have been washed, and the next step would be to start lining out the lighting and start some rudimentary sub-assemblies and figuring out the wiring. And from that point, we're off to another model, and this is the NCC-1701 Star Trek Into Darkness, the 2009 reboot. And I think this movie's actually from 2011, if I remember correctly. But so yeah, that's the next kit. I don't know how long this is going to take me. I think some of those parts are going to take a couple of weeks to come in. I think the photo etch will be here in a day or two. That's not a problem. I don't know how long Ralph and the Tenant Controls guys take to get a kit in for lighting. I know when I ordered from Voodoo Effects, that stuff came in pretty much to within 2 or 3 days. So I haven't sourced it yet, but we'll figure that out, and I'll let you know who I go with in order to pull this together. And then, once I've got that stuff in, then of course choosing the mask, and that is, like I said, that is goal one, is to figure out how to do the mask across all of these upper and lower hull. And this has got great detail. This is a gorgeous kit, I have to say, having done the Revell 1/600, or maybe it's 537, maybe 1/600 kit of the original series Enterprise. I'm hoping this goes together as nicely, because that was a really well done kit. I know that going through, these are the inner nacelle or inner hull supports, that you have to figure out how to get your wiring through those in order to run wiring from the front of the hull to the back of the hull, in the secondary hull, I should say. And then on the interior, like I said, this has got an extensive amount of lights, I think, on the lower, or on the upper hull. I think this has got an extensive amount of, like maybe 4 or 5. So we're going to see on the light kit, and we will figure this out as we go. I'll keep you apprised of the progress. And for now, this is the sloppy modeler. It's going to be a pretty nice kit. Probably at least 4 to 5 weeks to do that well, and again, learn some new skills, particularly on the Aztecing, and particularly on doing those counter-rotating Bassard collectors and making those really come to life. So we will go from there. Until then, go enjoy building a model. This is a sloppy modeler signing off on the introduction of the NCC-1701 Into Darkness Enterprise. Take care.